Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. So, you may start now.
Yeah, thank you. So, good evening, everyone. Last day we have populated the activities for procurement in the LNG project schedule, and then we have done the linkages also. So, today we will start with a brief presentation on construction activities in LNG process plant, and then we will move on to adding the WBS and activities and linkages for construction activities. So basically, this particular snapshot shows you the stages. So we have uh, the project start from the proposal stage, goes for initial investigation, and feasibility study. Then engineering and design is done, and then construction is done, then commissioning, and after that, it is handed over to operations. So the first activity we have to do the we have to set up the temporary facilities, that is the office and yards and stores. So these are the some of the pics of the office temporary facility setup. Then the next step would be geotechnical investigation, soil survey, topographical survey, and UG's underground survey. After that, there will be earthwork, so site grading will be done, cutting and filling. Then after that, material will be stored at site. Uh, Material will be stored at site at the yard. After that, we will proceed with the soil improvement work. So if piling is required, we will do piling. And after that, so these are the LNG plant modules. So what happens, nowadays they fabricate the plant modules in modular structure at the vendor facility, and then they bring it over barge to the jetty, and from there it is brought to the site and it is fitted over. Okay, so this is a module fabrication work going on, you can see in the vendor facility, and this will be transported using ship, which is known as barge, and then it will be then it will be actually installed at the site. So now you can see that this is a barge, this is a jetty, and now it is getting using tailor, it is getting transported. Similarly, modular pipe racks are also nowadays famous. So pipe racks, they don't fabricate at the site, they actually bring the pipe racks fabricated from vendor facility. So this is a typical snip of a fabrication yard. Then here the pipe rack module fabrication is going on. So this is a modular pipe rack structure. Then we have the civil foundation for the equipment. So equipments will come here, and you can also see the wires. So the connections, electrical connections will be done using this particular wire, and there are some pipes also left out. So for the underground, whatever the connections are there. Then we have concrete pipe racks and sleepers. So above the concrete pipe racks and sleepers, the pipe will come. So you can see the pipe is running over the sleepers, and it is anchored using this particular structure. Then we have underground trenches for cabling, and we also have the duct bank. So these are the duct bank, and the cables runs through this duct bank. We have concrete pavement, drainage system, and also the roads, internal roads for access to the different part of the plant. So this is a typical workflow for piping erection work. So first the spool are transferred to site, or maybe in our case it is to the vendor facility, and then uh, once the spools are ready, once it is received from the vendor facility to the site, we will start with the scaffolding work, and then we'll be actually doing the cutting and grinding work, and after that we'll be doing the fit up work. After that, if required, we will be doing preheat, applying preheat and welding the pipes. After that, we'll be doing post welding heat treatment if required, and then after that we'll be doing the NDT test, non-destructive test, and then punch list clearance is there. After that, we'll be doing the hydro test or pneumatic test, and at final we'll be doing the painting and insulation. So you can see the sequence. This is scaffolding erection, then fabrication at yard is going on. Then this is also an important system with respect to pipeline. So cathodic protection system is required for the pipes which are actually exposed to the, which are actually buried under the ground, to protect it from getting eroded. Then we have these are the modular electrical rooms. Okay, so these are fabricated at the vendor facility, and then it is brought using the trailers at site, and then it is fitted over there. And all the electrical equipments will be installed in this electrical room. These are a mini substation. So this is also a substation at site. So this is a modular liquefaction module. Then for uh, under the equipment, the equipments are placed under the shed, like the we have the GT, HRSG, we have the compressors. So there, for maintenance, we actually install these kind of EOT cranes to actually lift the equipment and do the maintenance. Then pipe interconnection is being done in between the modular structure and the pipe rack at site. And this is the JT. So the ship will be coming over here for transportation of the LNG. Then this is the export pipeline. This is the inlet area from where the natural gas will come to the plant for further liquefaction. First, it will go through the sludge catcher. Then it will, you can see that we have the condensate stabilizer module here. Then we have the fractionation unit, which is warm unit. Then liquefaction unit, which is the cold unit. Then these are the various tanks facilities. So these tanks contain the condensate, and we have the LPG like propane and butane installed in these two tank, and LNG is being stored over here. So this is the construction going on for the of a storage tank. So this is inside of a LNG tank. These are the power plant. So these are basically GTHRSG captive power plant within the plant. Then this is the control room where your DCS and PLC and SCADA system will be connected to the consoles, and you can view all the parameters over the screens. This is the loading JT. So you can see that marine loading arm is there. Okay. Uh, this is GT gas turbine for generation of power. Then we have the flare gas system for in case of any emergency, if the production is, if any shutdown is going on and the production is still running on. So to actually dispose of the extra gas, we use this flare gas system. Uh, these are electrical equipment installation. So panels installation going on at site. Then equipment installation going on at site. Then this is a typical snip of a LNG site facility. You can see the site overview during the construction, that materials are actually stacked at the site at the various position, and constructions are going on. Foundation is going on at some particular place. Grading is going on at some particular place. Okay. So actually, the LNG modules are actually these LNG terminals, means the plant is constructed in various trains. So let's say it is the first train, train one. This is the train two. Okay, so train one, train two are the individual units which will be actually having some capacity. Like in a steel plant, we have multiple blast furnace. Okay, so commissioning work is going on over here after all the installation work is being done. So this completes our presentation on construction, and then we'll be moving to our schedule where we'll be actually populating the activities. So we'll be going to construction WBS. So I will make it side by side. So if I go to WBS, so now we have to add the construction. So that will be at same level to engineering procurement. So we have construction. Under construction, we have contractor mobilization first. Then we have temporary facility setup. After that, surveying. After that, it will be civil works, grading work. After that, structural steel, piping works, mechanical works. We have electrical and instrumentation works. And then we have commissioning. And we have closeout at the end. So now we have already populated all the WBS. Now we'll be adding the activities. So for that, we'll be going to our activity tab and we will refresh the screen. So I will press F5 and now it is refreshed. So you can see that the WBSs are appearing correctly. So now we'll be adding the activities. So under construction, we'll be having construction management, which will be a level up effort activity. So I will change it to level up effort. Then we have mobilization. So let me add few activities, then copy it from here. Mobilization of temporary facility, mobilization of geotechnical survey. Then we have civil installation contractor, structural steel installation contractor, yeah, piping installation contractor, and mechanical installation contractor, electrical installation contractor, instrument installation contractor. Then I will drag these activities to the bottom WBS under temporary facilities, and we will add site office setup, labor camp setup, fabrication yard setup, warehouse setup. Then under surveying, we have geotechnical survey and topographical and underground survey. Under civil, we have civil earthwork, cutting and filling or grading work, pile foundation, pile cap. After that, raft foundation, equipment foundation and pedestal, concrete pipe racks, pipe slipper. It is cast in situ and precast both. Concrete underground trenches and duct bank. Concrete pavement drainage system and roads. Plant buildings. like substation, control room, blast proof buildings, and ancillary structure like gatehouse, fencing, admin building. Then under structural, we have fabrication of steel at yard, erection of structural steel pipe rack, erection of pipe support, s- erection of structural steel equipment house or shed, erection of structural steel skid to support the equipment, erection of structural steel platform and ladders, erection of tanks. Then piping work. So under piping, we'll be having fabrication, scaffolding erection, pipe erection over supports, welding of the erected pipes and pre-welding heat treatment, NDT, hydro test, pipe painting, insulation, cathodic protection system. And under mechanical, we have all our equipment erection. So first we have scaffolding erection, EOT crane inside sheds, pump installation, compressor package installation, heat exchanger, flare system, GT, marine loading arm, knockout drums, acid gas removal unit, dehydration unit, fractionation unit. Then under electrical, we have switch gear installation, motor installation, transformer installation, DG sets, electrical panels and DB, UPS, battery bank and charger. We have lighting fixtures, earthing strips, lightning protection system, junction box, cable tray and raceway, cable laying, cable termination. Then under instrumentation, we have field instrument, valves, DCS PLC, fire and gas system, cable tray and raceway installation, cable laying and termination. Under commissioning, we have punch listing and handover, as building, dry commissioning of plant, Weight commissioning of plant, substation energizing, request for startup, and in closeout we have provisional acceptance certificate issue. So now we have already created the activities. So now we'll be looking at the duration now. So basically now if you see the schedule, so I have added the activities and all the added activities are having the base calendar as 5 hours into 8 days, which is a EP calendar. But in this particular case, we have to assign the construction calendar. So we'll be selecting the construction calendar. Okay. So this is our LNG construction calendar. If you remember, 6 days into 10 hours per day. So I will select till bottom and I will press Ctrl E. So it will be assigned to all the activities under construction. So now the another thing which is left out is which we will be doing just now is adding the duration of the activity. So construction management is a level of effort, so it will be calculated based on the linkage which we will be doing at the end. So we'll highlight it in yellow. Then let us populate the other duration. So now we'll be adding for structural steel works. Next is mechanical. We have electrical works. Next we have instrumentation. We have punch listing and handover. And at the end we have provisional acceptance certificate. So now we have added all the duration for the activities, and next we'll be doing the linkages. So again, so now I will start with adding the relationship. So so for assigning relationship, I will go to relationship and I will assign the predecessor. So I already have the sheet open at the right side, and I will adjust it. And now I will click on assign. So the assign predecessor of pop-up button will open, and if you see we have 1560. So I will type 1560. So if I go over here, so you can see that mobilization of temporary facilities is directed by the is after the work order placed for the temporary facilities. Okay. So similarly for the other activities, other mobilization, we will be linking in a similar fashion. So like geotechnical, it will be geotechnical work order, color finish to start. Civil, it will be civil contractor. Structural, it will be structural one. Structural is at the bottom. Then piping installation, it will be piping installation contractor work order. Mechanical, it will be mechanical installation contractor. Electrical, it will be electrical installation work order. And instrumentation, it will be instrumentation work order. So now the mobilization linkages has been done in the schedule, and then we'll be proceeding to uh, doing linkages for temporary facilities. So temporary facilities will start, means the first site or site office setup. So this will start after the mobilization of the temporary facility contractor. So I will link it finish to start. Then labor camp setup. So it will be these all are actually linked start to start with a lag of 10 days. So all of these activities will be done by the temporary facility setup contractor. So then next we have the surveying works. So surveying works after the mobilization of the surveying contractor. So I will link it with that one. Then the topographical survey will happen once our geotechnical survey is completed. So I will link it finish to start. And this one is also linked with the mobilization of our contractor. Okay. Then civil works. So civil works again, the first activity, it will be linked with the mobilization of the civil contractor, which is 5870. And then we have geotechnical investigation done. Okay. 5970. We have topographical in survey done, and we have 1120. So we'll go at top and see what is 1120. That is specifically, I think, earthwork drawing. Sorry, not earthwork drawing. It will be permit, I believe. 1120. Yeah, it is permits and statutory approval. Then piling. So piling again, it will be the earth civil earthwork start to start 40 days. So it will be civil earthwork start to start 40 days. And then we have geotechnical investigation done. We have 3790 start to start and 3550. So what is 3790? Okay, so it is concrete, and I think it is reinforcement. Three five five zero. Okay, it is linked wrongly. It is actually reinforcement steel. This one. Okay, 3850. So it start to start with 40 days, 20 days with concrete, and 40 days for reinforcement steel. Okay, because that is the normal. Because the items will be coming in lot. Means it will be continuing throughout the period of the project. So it is 3850. Then we have pile cap. Okay, so pile cap will come above pile foundation. So we'll be linking with the pile foundation start to start in 30 days. Then again 3790 and 3850, like the concrete and reinforcement steel. Okay, so we have 3790 and 3850. So if you see all of this civil related work, it has the same linkages for the material. So material linkages I will be doing first by clicking at once. So it has the same linkages with respect to material, the same lag and the same the activities throughout the bottom. So I will select all of them and I will assign both the deliveries. So now the deliveries are have been assigned, and I will be changing it. I will be applying the lags like 20 days for concrete and 40 days for reinforcement steel to all of them. Okay, so now we have done the linkages, and now we'll be doing the interlinkages. Like here we have with pile cap, the raft foundation is start to start. It's 20 days of lag. Then equipment foundation, it is with the raft foundation, similarly 20 days of lag. Concrete pipe rack, it is linked with pile cap. So it is again start to start with 20 days of lag. Then we have concrete pipe sleepers. So it is linked with the raft foundation. Start to start, 20 days of lag. Concrete UG trench, similarly raft foundation. Start to start, 20 days lag. It also has linkage with the topographical and UG survey as the underground work is there. Then concrete pavement roads, we have raft foundation. Start to start. Sorry, it is not having raft foundation. It is having underground works. So it will be finished to finish with the UG works with a 30 days of lag. Then for plant building, we have the raft foundation. Start to start, 20 days lag. And ancillary structure, we have concrete pavement and plant building. So it is start to start, 20 days. And this one also start to start plus 20 days. Okay, so now the linkages for the civil work has been done. Now we'll move to structural steel work. So structural steel, we have first the mobilization. Structural steel mobilization, and we have 5410. So fabrication at workshop. So this one will be start to start with 40 days of lag. Then we have erection of structural steel. So it will be linked with 6100, start to start with 20 days of lag. And 6020, which is raft foundation, because above raft foundation this is going to come. This start to start 40 days. Then erection of steel pipe support. So it is again with the fabrication start to start, the lag of 40 days. And it is linked with concrete pipe sleeper, start to start, 20 days. Then erection of a steel equipment house. So this one is again linked with our fabrication of structural steel, start to start with 60 days of lag. And we have equipment foundation and pedestal done. So start to start with 20 days of lag. Then structural steel skids to support equipment. So it has the same linkage, start to start, with 60 days of lag and 20 days of, sorry, here it is 20, here it is 60 days of lag. And here I think we have done a mistake. It is raft foundation basically. So just start to start 60 days, and this one we will remove 6030, we will remove. Then a structural steel platform, we have this one done, the structural steel equipment shed. It is start to start, sorry, it is finished to start actually, and it is also finished to start with 6140. Then we have erection of LNG tank, which is after the fabrication of item, so it will be start to start with 40 days of lag. So now structural has completed. Now we'll be moving to piping work. So piping, we have the first one will be the piping contractor, which is 5890. Then we have 5320, that is pipe fabrication. So pipe fabrication at workshop, so it will be start to start with 40 days of lag. Then we have the equipments, the piping equipments. So we'll go to piping equipments. We have all the equipments. So all the piping specialty item, it is finished to start. Then scaffolding erection. So it is linked with the piping contractor mobilization. Then piping erection. So it is linked with piping fabrication. Start to start, 10 days of lag. (6040) concrete pipe racks, finish to finish plus 20 days. Sleepers, also finish to finish plus 20 days. Structural steel pipe rack, start to start 20 days. Scaffolding erection, start to start 40 days. Pipe supports, start to start plus 20 days. Then welding. So after the pipes are erected, the welding will be done. So these all are actually linked in sequence till this particular point. I will link all of them and I will change it to finish plus 20 days. So each one will finish after 20 days from the finish of the predecessor activity. So insulation is also linked with cathodic protection system, finish to finish, plus 20 days. And cathodic protection system is linked with hydro test. So after hydro test, we can install the cathodic protection system. Now the mechanical equipment. So mechanical equipment, first we have the mobilization. So mobilization of mechanical installation contractor for scaffolding erection. And then we have EOT crane. So for EOT crane, we actually have to link all of them with the, with the delivery basically first. So let us go to the delivery of equipment. So EOT crane 2210, finish to start. Pump will be linking with the pump. Compressor package, delivery of the compressor package. Heat exchanger, delivery of heat exchanger. Flare system, turbine, marine loading arm, knockout drums, acid gas removal unit, dehydration unit, fractionation unit. So we have linked all the equipment now, and next we have to link it with, like for EOT crane it is 6130. So let us go down 6130, that is erection of structural steel shed work, and 6260, that is scaffolding erection. Similarly pump, we have 6260 first. So this is start to start with 20 days of lag. And then we have 6030 and 6140. So 6140 is erection of structural steel skid. So we have 6140 start to start with 40 days. And we have 6030, which is equipment foundation. This is also start to start with 20 days of lag. Okay. So now if you see all the activities, it has common in common. It has this uh, the first one is scaffolding erection with some lag. The next one is 6030 equipment foundation, and 6140, that is our structural steel skids. Okay, so it has common everywhere, only the lags are varying. So what I will do, I will add all of them at a once. So scaffolding, structural steel, and equipment foundation. So now they are selected. I will select all of them and I will assign. So now all of them are actually assigned. Only I need to change the, the only I changed need to change the lag. So I will be putting the lag. So equipment foundation 6030 with compressor package, it is 40 days. Similarly 40 for this one, and 20 days for this one. Similarly heat exchanger packet, all will be start to start. So with scaffolding it's 20 days. Structural steel skid, it is 50 days, and 50 days, and equipment foundation, it is again 50 days. Then the next one is flare system. So in flare system also, start to start, we have scaffolding as it is actually for flare system, we have it is finished to start actually for scaffolding, and 6140 it is start to start 100, and similarly it is 100 for 6030. Similarly gas turbine, we have equipment foundation as 30 days, structural steel skids 30 days, and scaffolding erection it is start to start with 20 days. Marine loading arm, we have scaffolding 60 days, and both skid and foundation 30 days. Knockout drum, knockout drum has scaffolding 100 days, and both of them 60 days. Then acid gas, so we have scaffolding 20 days, and the balance two also 20 days. Dehydration unit, we have scaffolding as 20 days and rest 2 as 35 days. Fractionation unit, scaffolding is 20 days and 55 days for the above two. So now we have done till mechanical equipment, all the linkages. So tomorrow we'll be looking at adding the linkages for electrical and instrumentation work and commissioning and closeout. And after that, we'll be linking whatever the balance activities are there. Uh, and after that, we'll be adding the resources to the schedule, and we'll be assigning the resources to the schedule. Okay. So, so if anyone has any doubt with respect to today's class, please let me know. So if anyone has any doubt, please let me know, or shall we close this class for today, and we'll meet tomorrow, same time. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Good night. Good night all.